And welcome everyone here in Twitch chat and everybody on YouTube for some Yeti Smash. This is a swim special. Put this deck together yesterday and it looked pretty fun. Let's go ahead and give it a try as well. Basically what we got going on here is a lot of new cards, and that's something that I wanted to do today. We're playing all sorts of, well, they're not new cards. Like Avaros and Trapper here isn't a new card, but it got buffed with a patch, and so like the cards that got updated with the patch yesterday. And so yeah, let's try an Avarosan Trapper deck. So now the Trapper used to be a 2/2, now it's a 3/3. So whenever you summon the Trapper, create an Enraged Yeti in the top 3 cards of your deck. So yeah, we're going with the Yetis, and then we're pairing it with Noxus for some aggro. We got Draven and Katarina, which have both been buffed. Going with Kato the Arm. We played Kato earlier. Kato looks pretty good, and Kato giving those Yetis Overwhelm should be really nice, because the Enraged Yetis are just 5/5s. Like 1-mana 5/5s are pretty good, but making them 8/7s with Overwhelm, that sounds a whole lot better. Also, for making a bunch of 5/5s with Enraged Yetis with Tall Tales and that, then Triparian Assessor should be able to help us draw more cards. We also got the other Ancient Yetis here, so pretty sweet looking little deck. Let's try some Yetis out. I'm kind of surprised there's only one Yeti Yearling in here, but yeah, that's just the one. All right, let's see. Here we go. And we got Puppy here to help us out. Probably Katarina Control. That would be my guess. Could keep this Tall Tales, so like whenever we play the Ancient Yeti, then we also play the Tall Tales and make another 5/5. Let's do that. Okay, so I'm thinking the Yearling's not good. Okay. Yeah, I haven't really had experience with the Yetis too much, so I'll take his word for it. If I had a good attack here, I would do it, because it's likely Brood Awakening. So like playing the 4/4 first likely isn't wonderful, but I don't really have that good of attack. I'm only attacking for 1, so it's not like I'm risking that much damage, even if they have Brood Awakening. Like, maybe they don't. Maybe they have, something else, like Frenzied Skitter or something. And then playing the 4/4 is good. So it's not like we're really risking much with that just being an attack for 1. Oh, look at Frenzied Skitter. That's my first time seeing a 3/2 Frenzied Skitter, Puppy. Look at that little thing. If only I had one more spell mana, this would be the turn Ancient Yeti Tall Tales. Cool. That thing was gonna die from our reckonings anyway. And let's play the Iceveil Archer, because we know the Iceveil Archer is going to get 3 damage in. Yeah, we'll just take this 13, put him down to 6. and hope we can figure out how to get 6 more points of damage in. Draven's not bad. Like the Draven got the +1/+1 from the Omen Hawk that we played on turn 1. And this is turn 6. Hey, Goody Gaming, what's up? Thanks for following here on Twitch and subbing over on YouTube. Glad found it from over there. Welcome, welcome. From Brazil. I would love to go to Brazil. Love warm weather. Cool. Thanks for stopping by. Hanging out. Yeah, so they had nothing. Just a big old bag of nothing. Or if they, they had something, it wasn't good enough to keep them alive, so they just let the damage happen and go into the next game, I guess. Instead of, like, conceding, they just let me play it out and attack through. Alright, well, we just played this matchup. Our hand was pretty good, and their hand was very bad. So we'll see if it's same kind of thing. And we'll keep the Hawk. I think we keep the Trapper also. We'll get rid of these two. Tall Tales is pretty good. So's Kato the Arm. Keep him. Kato's really good at like, if they just play, like, spiders to chump block with, like the Kato, giving them the overwhelm. And, like if we had like a bunch of 5s, I would be mulliganing the Kato along with it. But we already know we have a good 1-drop. We already know we have like our turn 3 down. So we're not really looking for too much as far as like our cards that we draw. Alright, so basically the same scenario.
I'm through waiting.
I mean, it's not too easy to have a Yeti out. There's really just like the 2 cards that make the Yetis, right? Just the Avarosan Trapper and the Ancient Yeti. So I don't think if I don't have either of those cards, I'm not keeping Tall Tales. I don't think you just always keep Tall Tales. Those are the only 2 cards in our deck that make Yetis. I mean, besides the 1/1/2. The 1 mana 1/2, but there's only one of those in the deck. I know we could do Kato the Arm, but I kind of want to just draw a lot of cards. Oh, I guess that's the thing. And now that resolves, now we only create 1 in there. Well, I probably messed that up. Almost assuredly did. Yeah, we have... I don't remember, what's this guy's name? Like, Gromp? I don't know, he flies around. He's cool. Grump, maybe? He's so mad if you click him a bunch. You look at him right here. Look how mad he is. And you can pet him.
Sounds of prey.
These stories were true.
Alright, Reckoning. Should wreck. I reckon. It's part stressful. Alright. Well, I reckon this will be good for me. They still have, even after this, they'd still have 2 more cards than I do in hand. So it's not like, you know, it's not like we're actually getting that much value here. But it just helps clear stuff up. Helps out. So next turn, we definitely have to worry about, like, we could just play this Enraged Yeti, but we play the Enraged Yeti, they Ruination. But definitely have to worry about Ruination. I can go Trifarian Assessor first. Let's do that. It's a safe play. Yeah, ideally, we'd play the Yeti first and then the Assessor, and we would draw 3. But I'm worried about going Yeti, they Ruination, and then I'm looking at my hand and being all sad. They know I have this Enraged Yeti in hand because if they've been paying attention, because they know that the Trapper made one and the Tall Tales made one, and I've drawn enough cards where I have to have them both. So there is the Ruination, but we got to draw 2 first. So I'd say that worked out well. As far as, you know, getting our board Ruination, that worked out about as well as it could. I do like that Kato can pump up smaller creatures and then let us draw more of the Assessor, potentially. Do like that.
I give you muscles.
Maybe I should have played the Assessor pre-combat. That definitely would have drawn 3. No, not worth it. Spreading this damage out. You don't have to, like, give this thing +3/+0 in Overwhelm and think, oh man, so now we have this big Overwhelm. Because then they would just use, like, the removal, like, if they have a removal spell, they'd use it on that. They would still be able to chump block a 5/4. So, like, either way, they get to chump block a 5/4. So, might as well put the damage, or, like, put the pump on something else. So they kill, you know, like, so, like, basically just spread out everything.
There's nothing to fear. Line up! I
know I could have played the Ancient Yeti first and drawn an additional card, but I'm saving the Ancient Yeti. We don't need to put more things out on the battlefield right now. Well, at least we don't need to put another 5/5. I can put like these little things out there.
They're out there. I'll spot them.
Like this thing.
They will learn to fear the sun. Behold my masterwork.
Light the signal fire. Knocked and ready.
And then Hearthguard Draven. Hearthguard Draven sounds good. Could Ancient Yeti Draven. No. Ouch. That definitely hurts.
Mother will unite us all.
That definitely hurts.
The party is out. Arrows at the ready.
Come, stay a while.
Let's discard a Trapper. I mean, I could discard the Reckoning. I guess we'll discard Reckoning.
For the money makers.
Could discard Whirling Death. I kind of want to see if they do any kind of response, then maybe Whirling Death helps us out. Yeah, so because like the damage happens left to right. So where you place things, just even left to right matters, because like if they have like a life linker after they already take lethal, they're dead. You know, it's not all, the damage doesn't all happen at the same time. But then yeah, there are some things that say support. That like whenever you attack, you support the thing on the right, so it can matter with support stuff as well.
You hoping they'll die of boredom?
Hoping. There's not very many of them, so there's not really enough to like make a deck around it. Around like support. But yeah, you can have like a support themed deck. It's just a 2-for-2 trade. I mean, well, overall we gained 1 card with that trade. Like the card they discarded, the Frenzied Skitter. They spent 1 extra card than I did. So they have Ruination. I want them to kill these 2 things. Dang. Come on, only hit 2.
Each pen.
Hit 2. Where's the creatures? Ah, no, they do 4 damage. Am I letting Katarina Veraza attack for 6? Or am I Ice Veil archering it?
A true Freljordian will.
I'm not sure like the more consistent deck to rank up from Diamond to Masters right now. I would probably say Ezreal Karma. Honestly, like that's probably just the best deck is Ezreal Karma. This link here kind of has like some good metagame decks there from Mobile Addicts, but I think the best deck is likely Ezreal Karma. But they have Ezreal Karma. Do they even have Ezreal Karma on here? They don't even have it on here, which is okay. Well, that's ridiculous. Like, their S tier decks are not that great. But yeah, I would say Ezreal Karma.
Be gone.
Yeah, the new set comes out later this month. It comes out the 28th, and that's whenever the game will be fully released and be available on mobile and everything like that.
They will.
Yeah, that tier S looks really weird. A third Katarina? Dang. Well, GG's, I guess. I've never seen anybody play 3 Katarinas before.
Test my patience.
3 Katarinas is good against me for sure, and it's good against other creature decks, but against all like the Ezreal Heimerdinger and the Ezreal Karma decks and just basically all the control that's running around, you really don't want that many Katarinas because you just mill yourself out. As you saw there, like they were down to 8 cards because like those 5 cards each time you play one, you get mills 5, and so yeah, it's definitely a card that you'll just mill yourself out with having 3 of them, but worked out. Good against me. Katarina, where were you? You would have been nice to have. Well, this isn't a very good hand. That's a lot better. Yeah, they had a little bit of luck there, but it's tough to beat 4 sweepers. You know, Ruination, Katarina. That 4th sweeper, I was out of gas.
Take from the rich, give to me.
These ancient Yetis will provide quite a bit of value later on. We'll be able to hopefully play a bunch of stuff in one turn in like, 3 turns or so and overwhelm them.
You name it, I'll nick it. Check out the goods on this one.
Not a good trade. Like the 1/1, the chump block with the 1/1. I don't love it, but just what we got. I supposed to just play the 5/5 instead of Draven? Actually, yeah, I am. It requires Thermogenic Beam to answer it straight up.
It is me!
Definitely been too greedy not attacking. I didn't really want them to, I don't know, block it and use like a Mystic Shot or something small to kill it, kill the Ancient Yeti, and how they were you know, passing the turn with not using any of that mana. I thought it'd be nice for me to they deny. I hope they don't Will of Ionia my 5/4. Oh, cool. Well, that works. That doesn't work. Just doing this means we get to double spell the Yeti and the Draven, or, you know, Yeti and Trapper. I think it's probably better to go Yeti Draven. Maybe we do Trapper. Try to draw Enraged Yeti so I can next turn Enraged Yeti Assessor. What's he going, Trapper?
Don't be calling no enforcers. Don't blink or you'll miss me.
Ooh, that's a good Assessor.
Dangerous. I'm in.
That's a good Assessor.
One shot, all skill. Can't stop me.
You earn the right
Draw
to
3.
call themselves Trifarian.
There we go. Elixir of Iron. Counter the Mystic Shot. That's good.
Charge.
These stories were true.
Let's get him, Yetis. Yeti Smash. Yeti Smash. 6 out of 8. And now I don't play anything pre-combat because of Yone. Yeah, they had the mana to play Yone, and it would level up Ezreal.
You're between me and glory.
That's dumb.
Firing. No way.
Maybe that wasn't dumb. I don't know. Like that would basically keep this thing being a 5/5, and they would only have 6 out of 8 Ezreal triggers. Like,
We'll bring peace to Ionia, whatever the cost.
well, the cost is you're gonna be out here, Karma. Kills our 4/3 also, but well worth it.
It's Draven time.
All right, 1 Ezreal down, 1 Karma down. Them at 1 life down also. Yetis are big, hard to deal with.
I thought you'd never ask.
The Trifarian Assessor is quite good in this deck.
I don't miss.
Line up.
No Elixir of Iron.
Ionia speaks through me.
What's up, Moonlight Star?
Charge.
Sure.
I'm so good, I surprise myself.
The answer lies within.
Alright, well, they had a second Ezreal and a second Karma. Hopefully we're not dead.
Let's boogie.
Watch. Learn. I'll show you how it's done.
Dang. I guess they couldn't save themselves from from the overwhelm creature that was gonna the overwhelm Yeti that was still gonna trample over for 1, and they were at 1, even no matter who they blocked with. So I guess they had nothing to save themselves from that, so they just took the damage. All right, Yeti Smash, getting there. I'm doing good, yeah, doing real good. Moonlight Star, yep, doing great. Playing a bunch of the new patch cards. Excited about that. No stream tomorrow, but so we're getting an extra long one in here today. Got 6 decks that we're playing. And, you know, having fun. Alright, well... Reckoning could be really good against an Elise deck. And Thresh, Elise, Karma kills all that stuff. Let's just keep it. Just keep it. We do need to draw into some Yetis. Yetis. But we have Evoros and Sentry. Helps us draw a card. Ooh, Hearthguard is nice.
Still see far and clear.
Hearthguard still sees far and wide. Stop. Sorry. And this is why we kept the Reckoning.
Look out for reavers.
There we go. Glad we drew something to do. Because obviously I don't want to play a Trifarian Assessor yet, and I don't really want to play Tall Tales without another Yeti. So at least we had something to do. A little bit.
Ready the torches. Alert the village. The War Mother will unite us all.
Hoping Reckoning resolves.
Silent as death.
No, I haven't. No, is Swain the next champion? I haven't seen anything about a Swain. Well, this is tough. What do we want to do?
Our banner will lead the way.
Let's let them lead the way and see what they do. I could see them, like, you know, jump blocking, maybe playing a Brood Awakening or a Karma, and then we Reckoning.
The Order rewards its faithful.
So they can have Deny or Will of Ionia, and then they probably win if they had either of those cards. They had neither, so clear up those 5 things. Still have 8 cards. They still have more cards than I do in hand. Got a lot of them over there.
Not and ready.
So 8 mana.
Many tribes under one banner.
They're just trying. I think they're just setting up Ruination and just want me to play another thing for Ruination. Called it. But I can still refill next turn just fine. Oh, okay. So it's a card that's supposed to be previewed tomorrow,
Come close.
but it's out there right now.
I don't bite.
Trifarian Assessor is sweet. I play this Assessor, we would draw, like right now, we would draw 3 cards besides, like, so that would put us back up to 10, so that give us a full hand.
No suffering, so we may end it.
Could try Reckoning instead. I'm basically doing Reckoning because this 2/2, like this thing's about to be a 6/6 lifesteal. And I'm kind of worried about that thing turning into a 6/6 lifesteal.
Ionia speaks through me.
Gotcha.
My spirit is unquenchable fire.
Karma's also worrisome. We draw 5. We don't have room for 5 cards.
Only the finest serve.
Okay. You know, maybe I'm supposed to go straight to combat. But, I mean, drawing 5, like how? It's hard to pass up draw 5. It's hard to pass up. Wish we had one more mana though to be able to play the Iceveil Archer also, but that's just the way it is.
One can do that for every soul. These stories were true. Took the bait.
Sa Elisar,
Few earn the right to call themselves Trifarian.
That light flickers.
They can't have a 2 mana mist call.
This will be quick.
Party time. One need to catch.
Probably supposed to just play the Elixir of Iron, right? Oh, Crawling Sensation. Well, hey Pepe, welcome. We got people in here from Valencia, Madrid, and Barcelona. That was from Granada. And all those places, like, those are such good names. So much fun to say. Such good names. Alright, so this puts them down to 3. Currently. Karma is so good. Granada is grenade in Spanish? Okay. That's one of the... It's a pretty famous concert hall here in like downtown Dallas here is the Granada. The Granada. If I just pass and then if they don't actually do anything, then then I would have 10 cards in hand and I couldn't draw the next one. Stone Seeds. That's always a card that you hate seeing whenever you have Karma. Or like drawing a Stone Seeds. Oh right, that was doing that twice. No, I needed to use Elixir of Iron. I was just thinking there was just the three damage. I should have played Elixir of Iron and saved the Kato. Should have saved the Kato. Sorry about the whole twice thing. So no ruination.
The party is alright.
The worst case scenario for me is
A true Freljordian will.
is Withering Whale. Sweet. Took a long time. That's what Karma does. It's really, really hard to kill a Karma deck. Where do we go? Okay, 1207. Very hard to kill a Karma deck, but we eventually got there. We just had to draw, like, 10 extra cards from Trifarian Assessors. Maybe more than that. Maybe like 13. If I had drawn like 3, then 5, then 5. Teemo Jinx. I probably should mulligan something. Probably need to mulligan one of the 3 drops and hope to draw a 1 or a 2 drop. So, do I mulligan Trapper or Draven? I don't know. We'll do neither one, but this could be too slow. Oh no.
You won't get past me. I'll do better this time.
Probably need to mulligan one of those 2. Yeah, because this thing will be 4 mana on turn 4. Isn't that the math?
I can do this.
Okay, definitely need to mulligan one of these 2.
Reporting in.
Time for the main event.
No one's the wiser.
Reporting in.
What the
Dang.
f is that?
Okay, ready.
So obviously I'm going to Whirling Death something.
This
I
is
think we
gonna
block here, see a Trapper, and
for the money makers.
Whirling Death, just one of these 3/2s. Alright, Draven leveled up.
I thought I was all ready.
More mushrooms.
And we got a couple Overwhelm creatures. Wish I had one more mana for Reckoning. I
I'll do better this time.
could have not played Ancient Yeti and played the Icefield Archer instead, and then we would have had one more mana for Reckoning, but yeah, it looks like they were going straight to combat. So it didn't matter.
Hey, buddy, what you doing?
Dang. That's 8. Just got me. Alright, so yeah, need to mulligan the other 3 mana card for sure, and by the looks of it, the Elixir of Iron also. I think that I need the Elixir of Iron, but it looks like I should have mulliganed both of those. Good to know about mulliganing Elixir of Iron. I probably would have kept Elixir of Iron, but I think that we probably need to mulligan that in the future. But you know, even if I would have mulliganed the Trapper, if you just saw like the cards we drew, we didn't draw anything that costs like 1 or 2. You know, we didn't draw Omen Hawk, Yeti Yearling, Sentry, or Icefield Archer. You know, like we would need one of those 10 cards. I mean, well, I guess we eventually drew Icefield Archer, but it was a little later. Maybe if I would have mulliganed both, maybe we would have got there. But anyway, there we go. Fun deck to play. Yeti Smash. The Yetis were impressive. Yeah, definitely impressed by the Yetis. The Trifarian Assessor was awesome. I'm not sure about like 3 Whirling Death. That doesn't seem that, like, I don't know about 3 of these Whirling Deaths. Reckoning was very good. Yeah, and I'm not sure about the Take Heart either. So yeah, the Whirling Deaths and the Take Heart were probably my least favorite cards. Because I just wish the Whirling Death could kill. Like, it's obviously pretty good with Draven, but that's kind of about it. And your other Dravens turn into other Whirling Deaths. We had a lot of games where we're just sitting with a bunch of Whirling Deaths in hand. It just doesn't help you against the elusives. Doesn't help you against just the champions that just kill, that sit back and kill you. Things like Ezreal, Karma, Heimerdinger, all that kind of stuff. I could cards I could see playing instead. I could definitely see playing Transfusion. This helps you keep things alive. You know, like this is a really good combat trick to help you keep things alive. Plus, like from removal spells, could help you keep things alive with a Reckoning, or just, you know, have a Reckoning go off. It can also just help out in combat. You know, like when there's a whole bunch of combat stuff, you can have things trade up. Transfusion's pretty nice. And then besides that, maybe Culling Strike. Culling Strike kills a lot of champions, but it's not kill Karma. But it does kill Ezreal. I don't know. Maybe like some combination of like those kind of cards. Maybe something like that. But I don't, you know, like maybe just a couple of those instead of like a couple Whirling Deaths. I don't know. 3 Whirling Deaths just seemed like a lot. All right, there we go. There's Yeti Smash. If you're trying this deck out later on YouTube, leave a comment. Let me know how it's going for you. But besides that, that's all I got here. So thank you so much for watching some Yeti Smash, and I'll see you for the next video.